Have you ever noticed that most people generally care about those experiencing homelessness? Most people don't walk past someone because they lack compassion. They walk past because they're uncertain. They don't know what to say. They don't know how they'll be received. They're afraid of making the situation uncomfortable. Some worry they'll offend someone. Others worry they'll make things worse. The truth is, many caring people never engage simply because fear has convinced them they're not qualified. This training is designed to remove those fears. God did not give you the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. You don't need a counseling degree. You don't need all the answers. You don't need to solve homelessness. You simply need a willing heart, a listening ear, and a compassionate spirit. Today, we're going to learn how to approach people experiencing homelessness with dignity, wisdom, safety, and the love of Christ. Let's start with the most important principle of this entire training. You're not approaching a problem, you're approaching a person. Many new volunteers make the mistake of asking, how do I solve homelessness? While that question comes from a good place, it's the wrong place to start. Homelessness is a complex issue involving housing, employment, health, relationships, addiction, trauma, and countless other factors. No volunteer is going to solve all of that in a single conversation. Instead, ask yourself, how can I show Christ's love to this person today? That changes everything because the goal isn't fixing, the goal is connecting. The goal is reminding someone that they still matter, that they are still seen, that they are still loved. People are not projects, people are people. Think about how you would want a stranger to approach you. You'd probably appreciate someone who is calm, respectful, and friendly. The same is true here. When approaching someone, walk calmly, avoid rushing toward them, respect personal space, never approach from behind, make eye contact if appropriate, smile, relax, and remember, your body language often communicates before your words ever do. A simple greeting may go a long way. Good morning. My name's Dave. How are you doing today? Nothing complicated, nothing forced, just one human being acknowledging another human being. Sometimes that simple greeting is the most kindness someone has experienced all day. One of the most powerful things you can do costs absolutely nothing. Ask someone's name. We often underestimate how important this is. A name communicates dignity. A name communicates value. A name says, I see you. Many people experiencing homelessness feel invisible. People walk past them. They avoid eye contact. They pretend they aren't there. But when you introduce yourself and ask their name, something changes. A wall often begins to come down. Try something simple. Hi, my name is Dave. What's your name? Then use their name naturally throughout the conversation, and you will be amazed at how meaningful that simple act can be. Most volunteers think they need to have all the right words. The truth is, people rarely need another lecture. They need someone willing to listen. It's what I like to call the 80-20 rule. Listen 80% of the time and talk 20% of the time. Ask questions like, how are things going? How can I pray for you? Is there anything you need today? And then listen. Really listen and don't interrupt. Don't rush to provide answers. Don't immediately try to fix every problem you hear. Sometimes the greatest gift you can give someone is your attention. Listening communicates value. Listening communicates respect. Listening communicates love. Good intentions can sometimes create uncomfortable conversations. There are certain questions and statements we should avoid. Questions like, why are you homeless? What did you do wrong? Statements like, you need to do this, or if I were you, I would, or you should. These responses can sound judgmental, even when they're not intended that way. Remember, you don't know someone's entire story. You don't know what circumstances brought them to this moment. Approach every conversation with humility. Curiosity is good, interrogation is not. Compassion opens doors, judgment closes them. Never underestimate the power of small acts of kindness. A bottle of water, a meal, fresh socks, a hygiene kit, information about local resources, a Bible, a sincere prayer. To someone struggling, these simple items can mean far more than we realize. Sometimes practical help opens the door for meaningful conversation. Sometimes it doesn't. That's okay. We don't help people because they respond a certain way. We help people because it's the right thing to do. Prayer is one of the greatest gifts we can offer, but prayers should always be offered respectfully. A simple question works best. Would it be okay if I prayed for you? If they say yes, keep it simple. Keep it personal. Keep it sincere. This isn't the time for a sermon. This isn't the time for a theological lesson. Simply bring their needs before God. Ask for peace. Ask for provision. Ask for protection. Ask for hope. And then trust God to do what only He can do. Compassion and wisdom go hand in hand. Serving safely isn't a lack of faith, it's good stewardship. Whenever possible, serve in teams of two or more. Stay aware of your surroundings. Trust your instincts. Maintain healthy boundaries. Respect personal space. Never, I repeat, never enter a tent. Never, never enter vehicles. And if a situation feels unsafe, leave. There is nothing unspiritual about exercising caution. In fact, Jesus often sent his disciples out two by two. Ministry is most effective when compassion is partnered with wisdom. Not everyone will want help. Not everyone will want conversation. Not everyone will want prayer. That's okay. Someone may simply say, no thanks. When that happens, just smile, respect their decision, wish them well, and move on. No pressure, no guilt, no offense. Remember this, your success is not measured by their response. Your success is measured by your obedience. You showed up, you cared, you offered kindness, and that's what matters. This may be the most important lesson of all. Many people enter ministry believing they must fix every situation. But often the most powerful ministry is simply being present. Sometimes people don't need advice. Sometimes they don't need solutions. Sometimes they simply need another human being willing to sit, listen, and care. Your presence communicates that you matter. You are seen, you are not forgotten, and never underestimate the impact of being fully present with someone who feels invisible. That alone can be life-changing. As you leave this training, I want to challenge you to remember 4 simple things. Learn their name, listen to their story, offer practical help, pray if invited, and above all else, remember this. You're not meeting a problem, you're meeting a person. Every interaction is an opportunity to reflect the love of Christ and remind someone that they are valued, seen, and loved. Galatians 6:2 says, "Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ." In our next module, we'll go deeper into what happens after that first conversation as we explore the ministry of listening, how to have meaningful conversations that build trust, communicate dignity, and create lasting impact. I thank you for watching this module, and I hope you continue in this series.